Welcome to Moon Vibes, your daily source of crypto news, delivered with just the right amount of chill. Moon Vibes only. Now here's your host, Crypto Kyle.
Good morning and welcome back to the show. It is Friday morning. You are in for a treat. This is episode 33. Can you believe that? Episode 33. It is 6 o'clock in the morning as I'm recording this, and wow, I fell asleep on Spaces last night. I was tired. I got into a different Spaces, fell asleep in that one. So if anybody was asking me questions, I am sorry. I was tired. I had a very busy week at work and a very busy week in regards to this podcast. If this is your first time here listening to this podcast on Moon Vibes, I do a daily recap, usually an early morning recap of the top stable coins, as well as some other projects I am interested in, and also the latest in crypto news. But on a weekly basis, or in every other weekly basis, we plan on having guests over here from different sides of the crypto sphere, as well as some people who I find interesting who aren't involved in crypto or are just getting started in crypto. If that's something that interests you, definitely stick around for more. This podcast, like I said, will have a long running time, and so I don't want to waste any of your time. So I'm going to go ahead and jump into the market recap. Bitcoin down 0.39%, currently sitting at $47,709, up 3.32% for the week. Ethereum down 2.73% for the day, sitting at $3,507, up 3.48%. Blockchain.news reporting this morning that Ethereum continues to witness a surge in activities as the second largest cryptocurrency is up by 4.35%. More than 10 million Ethereum has been brought between $3,426 and $3,536. This is a very large supply wall for support. It's also critical to note that there's very little supply bought above this level to be dumped when the price starts running. So this is bullish news, in fact. Cardano down 4.39% for the day, currently sitting at $2.37, down 3.98% for the week. Binance Coin down 3.14% for the day, sitting at $412, down 0.38 cents for the week. XRP down 4.04% for the day, currently sitting at $1.07, down 1.99% for the week. U.Today reporting that, according to tweets shared by the crypto tracker over the past 11 hours, several large XRP stashes worth $133 million in fiat have been shifted. The aforementioned DLT tracker noticed 5 large crypto transactions in which Ripple, several digital exchanges, and custodial platform BitGo took part. Ripple sent lumps of $15 million and $25 million to its alternative RL18-VN address, which is also used to send XRP to the crypto giants partners, clients, and crypto exchanges to be sold or to support the liquidity of Ripple's affiliated cryptocurrency. Interesting. When will the big news break for the SEC and XRP case? Solana down 14.11% for the day, currently sitting at $137, down 25.23% for the week. Polkadot down 3.36% for the day, sitting at $34.52, up 9.15% for the week. Dogecoin down 0.10% for the day, sitting at 24 cents, down 2.16% for the week. SafeMoon down 4.14% for the day, sitting at 0.501659, up 3.04% for the week. That's all for the market recap. In other news, starting next week, on Monday, I will be releasing my first wave of my NFT project called Surfnauts. There will be 5 released, and they will all be one of ones, available for auction. 30% of the proceeds will be going to Kauai Food Bank. That's an island in Hawaii where I used to live. So stay tuned for more information on that. Without further ado, let's move on to the next portion of our show.
And now I'd like to welcome our first guest ever on the show. He is the founder of Mirai Labs,
product advisor to A-Note Music, and partner to both Starboost IT and BippyPalm.com. The one, the only, Homocryptus.
I don't know any of the things you just said I did, but I am honored to be here, Crypto Kyle.
But what are you doing here?
I'm your first ever guest.
But I already have a different first ever guest.
But you said Homer Simpson.
No, I said Homocryptus.
What's a Homocryptus?
It's the Twitter handle our guest is known by.
Oh, never mind. Letterman would be ashamed.
Okay, all right. Would you like to introduce the guest?
Oh, okay.
All right, well, go ahead then.
Now introducing the guy that did all the things you said earlier, Homocryptus.
That's amazing. How did you do that with that? Is your voice also of Homer Simpson or?
No, I actually found a impersonator and had him do that.
No way. That's amazing, man.
Well, so I know, so you and I reached out to you on Twitter, I don't know, a couple months ago. Time moves fast, obviously. You seem as very gracious. You're very active in the community, especially in the community that you've created here on Twitter and in Discord. First of all, I'd like to just thank you for coming on here today.
You're welcome.
So I know that you've been converting 50% of your monthly income into crypto since 2017. That really interests me. How did you find yourself into crypto in the first place?
Yeah, I mean, it was 2017. I was like working at that time for my previous startup, Fast Time. It was a bad period because, we didn't have money, we didn't have like users at that time. So I started to study basically like new opportunities, right? And it's funny because I studied like economics and finance, in my university period, but I never heard about crypto and Bitcoin or Ethereum, etc. And I was like feeling so stupid because, I studied like 5 years economics and finance, but I, also like in a very good university in Milan, which is Bocconi University, but no one like was speaking about crypto and Bitcoin. So basically 2017, I was talking with my American friends. They said to me like, oh yeah, crypto is going to the moon, like Bitcoin is going to the moon. I was like, wait, Bitcoin? Like I checked the price, I saw the price, it was like $10,000, and was basically November 2017, right. Yeah. So I jumped immediately into the opportunity with Ethereum. I didn't invest in Bitcoin, but with Ethereum, at that time was like $700, I don't know. And after 2 months, like the market like went down, And right. So I invested my first money, so back in 2017. But contrary to other people that when they see like price going down, they sell or they don't invest anymore. Well, basically I started to invest every week, every month, from January 2018 until basically now. And so it was funny because everyone was like, my friends, etc., they didn't understand anything. And they were like actually making fun of me because I was choosing to invest like a significant amount of money per month into something that they didn't believe, they said it was a scam, etc. But I was like, okay, cool. And of course, 2018, the worst was yet to come because then the actual market dropped a lot during November 2018, right? So I was like, damn, Ethereum went to $100 almost. I was like, am I sure that I'm going to do it right? Because right now I'm losing money. There was the Corona crash. It was like, because before it was recovering, but then it crashed a lot, even more to $80. And was like, wow, that's, I'm still losing. But then like something like changed because, I learned about DeFi. I became more passionate and most importantly more competent in the crypto space because I was studying like 3-4 hours per day. Either like I was studying like the technicalities of the market, so when it comes to trading, charts, etc., but also the fundamentals. I started to read books in 2020, etc. So I started even like to invest even more after the Corona crash because I was like, this is like a ticketing bomb, right? Like I can't believe like we have Ethereum at $80 and no one is like investing. So I was like, let me invest. So at that point, it was back in May 2020. I was like, okay, I need to speed up the process, and I have to, have a loan. I choose to do a loan with a bank got some money from that because I wanted to speed up the process. Because at that time I was like, okay, so the interest rate is like 6% per year, right? In the crypto space, on average, like grow like 240% per year, even if there is the bear market, right? On average. So I was like, okay, it's super simple. So I'm gonna get this loan and put all the money on Ethereum and all the cryptos that I was studying at that time. And so I did it, and eventually, like from July, it started to grow up again, and then the rest is history. Because at that point, I started to do DeFi, staking, farming, and so at that point it was very, and that eventually led me to come up with my own project. But yeah, this is like another topic. Yeah,
that's awesome. Yeah, similarly, so I got in right before the drop. I had like maybe 6 or 7 friends. I lived in Hawaii at the time, but I had a lot of friends that were in the mainland. They kept saying, oh man, you got to buy this, you buy this. EOS is going to do this. Everybody's in my text and calling me. And then the first drop happened. They all got out, and lost some money. Nothing substantial, but I think maybe $1,000, $2,000. Because they didn't really have anybody else to talk to about it, and it was so new to everybody involved. I didn't put as much money in, but I put most of it on Cardano, and when it dropped, I just held.
It dropped a lot.
So I kind of just forgot about it, right? And then I was looking earlier this year, and it jumped. I was like, oh, all right, I'm back in.
Amazing. Well, it's funny because my American friends, they gave me back in 2017 this list of tokens and coins. They were like, okay, you had to invest in this, and this. I didn't, okay, because I was like, I just invested in Ethereum, but the other I prefer to, study on my own. But all the tokens and coins they mentioned right now, they disappeared. The only one that is still okay but it sucks because it's not so good. It's Stellar, but it's useless. But all the other 15 tokens that they mentioned to me, they disappear. So it's funny how I guess even for the next bear market, maybe some tokens that we invested in, they will not survive. So
yeah, absolutely. I think there's going to be, that's kind of the way it works, right? You go into the bear market, and these projects, they lose interest because nobody wants to put their money in. Everybody wants their money back, even though it's shrunk, which makes the least amount of sense.
And it's cool also that a lot of my friends did not understand that, well, they call it like a bubble, etc. But they are not getting that we are not in a bubble, but we are just in a evolutionary period where basically you see the price going down and going up very quickly because there are not so many users and investors right now in this new market. So that's why you see these energetic waves, etc. Because it's just simple. You don't have a lot of adoption, so it's easy to manipulate. But once we go to 10 trillion, 20 trillion, 30 trillion market cap of the crypto market cap, it's going to be completely different. So my friends, for example, they don't understand this. We're not in a bubble. It's just like an evolution where, there are economic incentives and economic disinformations when it comes to asymmetries of information and data, etc. So it's very simple.
Yeah. And it's interesting too, like you said, the market cap overall is so low. And so being in the infancy that we are right now, we're going to see it go up and down, but once it stabilizes, it's going to stabilize at such a high market cap that whatever you're in, as long as it exists, is going to be up there.
Yeah, 100%. And so what was your favorite coin or token at that time? So Cardano, you said?
Yeah, I would say Litecoin, EOS, and Cardano.
And now?
Cardano, Solana, and Ethereum.
Okay, so all the competitors.
Oh, to yours, right?
Yeah, I was, I'm still a fan of Ethereum. Unfortunately, Solana, I missed the opportunity back in December 2020. I saw Solana and I saw Polkadot, and I was like, I had to choose where to put the money, right? So I didn't want to split the money. I wanted just to put the money in one, and I decided to put it on Polkadot at that time. Solana was $1 at that time, and huge loss of opportunity.
Right. Yeah. There's I don't own very much Solana at all. but I wish that I owed a lot more because, it's funny too because it's so hard not to be emotional when you look back and you go, man, I was right there. I saw it. I even knew people that were saying this is good, or I even thought it was good, but I only put this much, and I put something in something else that now I don't even know if I should ever got involved in the first place.
I mean, learning from mistakes. For example, I missed Solana, but like 2 weeks ago, I just sold all my ADA and Cardanos, and I went all in on Erron, the e-gold. I don't know if you know that project, but basically...
I do, yeah, Elrod, yeah.
So I decided to, no, I'm not going to miss again this opportunity. So all Cardano went away from me. It was a good ride, from 0.02 to $3, but now it's e-gold time.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I got into Cardano when it was 18 cents.
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
Something like that.
About SafeMoon, you invested into SafeMoon like in April, or?
So I was about 4 weeks late. I wasn't at the top. I came in as they were coming down. But yeah, it was something that, it's funny. My buddy, actually where I work, there's a lot of us that are into crypto, and I was playing around with more stablecoins. Anything DeFi has always been my interest. That's why I've held Cardano for so long. That's why I held Ethereum for so long. But then you have these other projects come in like Solana, and SafeMoon comes in here. And to me, I just thought, hey, this is a junk coin. I never heard of it. I didn't follow the hype. I'm not real big on TikTok. And my buddy's like, well, just throw $200 on it and see what happens. So I kind of just did that. I saw Doge going up. It didn't make sense why Doge was going up to me. So I said, you know what? I missed Doge. Let me throw $200 on SafeMoon and see what happens. But then I got caught up in the hype. Kept putting more and more in. Kept getting all these reflections, and the price kept going down. And I thought, man, what am I doing here?
Fortunately, I was like, I started to invest like in SafeMoon like in the 12th of March. Because my girlfriend at that time was checking on TikTok like new crypto projects, etc. If she found like SafeMoon, I was like, nah, I'm not gonna invest in SafeMoon. Like what? Like it's not good. After 2 days, I was like seeing the prices was going up. I was like, you know what? I miss, like you, like I miss Dogecoin. So let me put like at that time I put like $2,000 on SafeMoon.
Yeah.
I just sold all my Algorand because I hate Algorand. Just let me put it on SafeMoon. And I ride SafeMoon until mid of April when it went like super high in the price. I missed the last basically 40% bump. I don't care. And I sold basically the majority of my SafeMoon. Then basically late April I sold everything because it was very, very dangerous at that time, fortunately.
Yeah, it's sad because, it definitely seemed like it had a lot of things going for it. I still hold some SafeMoon. I don't hold as much SafeMoon as I used to have. I still don't know how I feel about that. But it's, when you get emotionally attached to things, which is the worst place to be.
Exactly.
Not that, if you believe in something, that's okay. Mm-mm. But when you're so emotionally attached, obviously there's been a lot of developments lately that haven't painted things in a great light.
100%. But I'm grateful for SafeMoon because first of all, I had a huge profit, so it's okay. Then I had the opportunity to collab and to partner a little bit with SafeMoon until when basically there were all these complexities, etc. But it gave me also the opportunity to study like the mistakes, that some projects,
right.
Exactly, some projects do at the beginning because they're trying to focus a lot on the token, and they build a community that is super hyped around the price, because at the end of the day, like all the people, they came to SafeMoon, they came to become millionaires, okay, not for other things. They can say like the team, they can say that the communities, but at the end of the day, it's all about the price. So I studied what they did wrong, and I was like, I'm not gonna do the same mistake with my project, Mirai Labs and Save the Future. I'm gonna do the opposite, totally the opposite. I'm gonna take my time to develop a great model, a great platform, product first, and then I'm gonna build around that the tokens and the models and the protocol, etc. I'm gonna take my time to launch it like in a proper way, so that people cannot say is all about the price, it's all about the product. Okay.
Right. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and that's where I got in. I was lucky enough or fortunate enough, I should say, to get in on the pre-sale. That I guess that was what 5-6 weeks ago already.
It was, yeah. I mean, yeah, it was mid-August. Yeah.
Yeah. So, well, I guess it hasn't been quite as long. Like I said, it seems like time's going so fast, but that wasn't even about a month ago. So now with Mirai Labs, I know that your attention is turned towards that. I know you have other partners, you're working on other things, but what does your day look like right now while working for Mirai Labs? What are you when you wake up in the morning? What is your routine? What are you getting into?
Well, first of all, I wake up in the morning, and the first thing I do like every day since 2019 is like checking first of all my portfolio, so that I still like see that we are in a bull market. So I say, okay, I have time with Mirai Labs. I have time with Say the Future. Let's keep it rolling. But then immediately, like I have to basically just like execute on my daily roadmaps. So I mean, we're trying to build a company where basically, I mean, yesterday I did an MA where I show basically how we work. So we have our weekly and daily roadmap, and then we have our monthly roadmap. Our team communicates on Slack, so in the morning I try to catch up on the previous stuff of the other day, and we try to go forward during the day by communicating on Slack, and then we manage our tasks, etc., on Trello and Asana. And essentially, right now my core focus is making sure that the product is ready, or at least the MVP is ready, fully functional, and my other focus is that all the partners that we are building around that are basically on the same page, and also my other focus is to increase the number of partners that we're currently building around this ecosystem. So as a lot of talking every day, communicating via Discord, via Twitter, via private messaging, etc., to make sure that I can reach the more partners that I can. And on the other end, I have to make sure that the product is super cool. So for example, 1 hour ago, I was testing the platform, and I was making sure that there were no bugs. I found bugs, and together with my CTO, we put the bugs on Trello, and now the developers are taking care of it. Then afternoon, evening, I try to have some time to study the crypto market and making sure that I'm always up to date, because if you miss news, etc., in this crypto space where everything goes so fast, it is bad. So you always have to be able to have some time to read on Twitter and news, etc., what's going on with the crypto market when it comes to pricing or when it comes to fundamentals and news, etc. So that's where basically I take my time to communicate on my Discord page that previously was the Homocryptus Discord channel, but now it's the Mirai Labs channel. So
and that was my next question. What is Homocryptus? What is Homocryptus? Does that mean something?
Yeah, I mean, Homocryptus was born in late December, January 2021, where basically the fun name was derived by the fact that there is Homo sapiens, and now we are in the crypto space, so we are becoming like Homocryptus, right? So it's no more Homo sapiens, but it's Homocryptus. So it was fun because nobody actually chose that name in all social media channels, etc. So it was the first one actually to do that. Actually, I'm gonna trade the market probably.
That's awesome.
It was born like a simply educational content provider for Italian young Generation Z individuals that basically in Italy, there's not so much information about crypto. So I decided to open this Instagram page, and then eventually I decided to be more on Discord and on Twitter, because it's Instagram is not the place for crypto. The real place for crypto is Reddit, Discord, and Twitter. So, and then eventually I found a great relationship with my early adopters of the community, and together, I mean, since April and May, we started to discuss about. I started to discuss with them about the Mirai Labs project. They like it, so at that point I decided to build a company around that because they were the first testers, of the concept and idea. So yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah, and I know I've watched a few videos. You did a couple. Well, actually, you've done quite a few lives showcasing a site early on and more recently, and just the change from, I would say, 4-ish weeks ago to a week ago is incredible. You just see it slowly filling in and taking shape of something that's usable, as opposed to something you question whether it's in existence or not, right?
Exactly.
So yeah, good job on that. Yeah, so and I'm pronouncing that right, correct? Mirai?
Yeah, I love how you pronounce it. Better than me, actually. I love the Mirai Labs, yeah.
Okay, perfect. And I know Mirai means future in Japanese. I actually am a huge fan of Japan, Japanese culture. I've been to Japan multiple times. So that's also something that excited me as well, is I love Japan. So you kind of caught me on both sides of things. I like things that work. I like things that make sense. I like things that look good. Throw something Japanese in there, I like it even more.
I'm a fan of Japan, and I've never been to Japan. That's why I choose the name. Yes, me too.
That's awesome. And then what's funny is too, so my wife is actually Filipino, and we watch a lot of Korean television. And so Nala is actually Korean. So you, like I said, you're hitting everything, man. You're a winner in my book.
Amazing.
So let's talk a little bit more about Safe Future Coin.
Yeah.
So I know, I'm looking at your website here, safefuturecoin.com, 100% future driven. It says here, Safe Future is the first DeFi protocol that aims at creating a sustainable 21st century in a quick and rewarding way. Safe Future is also deflationary. It's a green universal basic utility system that enables the birth and acceleration of eco projects and brands. So I know that you've been holding these AMAs. I've taken part in some of those. But when you say 100% future driven, to my listeners who maybe haven't heard of you yet or didn't know that you had this project, what does 100% future driven mean to you?
It means that everything that we do right now is basically built in anticipation for the future. So as I said, like in a previous MA, if you remember Amazon in 1997, they were building an e-commerce platform that at that time nobody was understanding because it was so early in the process that they were so ahead of others that nobody was understanding. But they built something that was built for the future, for the next 20 years, because they had this vision that the world could be like that in 20 years. So they started to build something that could accommodate all the people in 2020, 2015 or whatever. So we want to do the same. So this project was built with the future in mind. So we see how the future is going to go in 20 years. So probably right now, the majority of people is not ready yet for the project, is not ready yet for the e-commerce platform because it's like quite disruptive, etc. in the dynamics. But if we are consistent with our vision and we do all our steps in a proper way, the future is going to accommodate our project in 10 years, 15 years, like Amazon, like it happens with Amazon, maybe even faster because, right now the future is going faster and faster and faster. But yeah, that's the idea behind it.
That's awesome. So in my understanding, I know I was on the call yesterday, but I was also working, so I wasn't able to listen to everything, but I was on there for most of it. But my understanding is the Mirai is the token, and that's the protocol. So that's the main use case, or holding, asset. But then Nala is the reward system, or is Nala the utility use case?
Well, basically the Mirai, so for the people that don't know, basically we have 2 tokens, and in the next month we're gonna have more tokens because we're gonna have like our e-commerce stable coins and the tokens from our brand partners. But basically Mirai is the first token of our protocol and is the token that preserve a little bit of tokenomics from SafeMoon in the way that basically there are the transaction fees, etc. But we took it to the next level because we have more differences, and we have more scalability from day one. Then Mirai, of course, is a token that has utility in our ecosystem, because if you hold Mirai and you basically sign up and log in on our e-commerce platform, well, you're gonna be able to basically access our holders competitions and being able to compete also and join teams inside our e-commerce platform and compete against other teams based on all the activities and tasks that you are going to do inside our e-commerce platform. And Mirai is in a certain way the passport to this gamification, because if you don't have Mirai, you cannot access to our competitions, our teams, and you cannot access to our holders competitions, etc., etc. Right? First of all, the second thing, the second utility that Mirai has is basically the possibility to farm NFTs from our artists. Okay, so we're gonna have like NFTs that are green centric, so they're going to basically be art that can sensibilize people to sustainability, planet, and earth-centric topics. And people are going to be able to farm these NFTs, and every 30 days, based on their farming, they are going to be able to be rewarded with the products from our brand partners. So basically, we're going to partner with brands that are going to provide us with products, and these products are going to be rewarded to the people that farmed the NFTs of our artists through Mirai. So this is like the basically utility of Mirai. So competition and art NFTs, okay? And as a reward, you get the products from our brand partners. Nala instead is the governance token of our e-commerce platform. Our e-commerce platform is going to be totally 100% decentralized. We're going to have this protocol we can talk about later on, but Nala essentially is like governance token, so you can vote, and you can vote, for example, on the brands that we should partner with. You can vote on the artists that we should partner with. You can vote on the features that you want. And then with Nala, you can also like stake. You can stake Nala. You can participate to our liquidity providing and liquidity mining campaigns. And then, most importantly, with Nala, you can buy products at a higher discount. So essentially, inside our e-commerce platform, you are going to be able to buy products with crypto, okay, through our UTrust API. But if you hold Nala, you're gonna have like more discounts, and basically you're gonna also get more rewards, because at that point everything is linked. So essentially, Nala again is a governance token, voting, staking, and discounts. And as a reward, you're gonna receive like governance rewards in Nala. And everything is connected because Mirai is connected to Nala, and Nala is connected to Mirai. Since basically you can trade Mirai with Nala and Nala with Mirai, or you can farm Mirai and get Nala in return.
Okay. So basically, depending on what use case you had or you needed a token for, you could swap one for the other.
Exactly.
Awesome. Talk to me a little bit about the automatic liquidity pool and burning.
First of all, we're gonna do like things a little bit different right now when it comes to liquidity pool and burning compared to other crypto projects, because when it comes to, for example, SafeMoon, what they do is like simply do this math where they distribute the rewards like 10%, so it goes 2% to liquidity pool, 2% to holders, etc., etc. So what we're gonna do is different, because once you have the transaction, a part of fees goes basically to the liquidity pool, a part of fees goes to our SafeFound wallet that is going to be used for rewarding the community, financing our brand partners and our sustainable projects that we believe in, and the other part is going to be like it's going to go to the burner wallet. But also a part of the fees is going to be also used to buy back the tokens every 15/30 days. So we have also this buyback program. Then the other thing cool that we do is that when you farm Mirai, so when you do farming, so you use Mirai to farm NFTs, etc., or you use Nala to buy products, etc., we burn 35% of the tokens that basically participate in that transaction. So we trying to be even more deflationary because at that point, every transaction that occurs inside our e-commerce, whether it's an NFT or whether it's a product, we burn like 35% of the tokens. And while the rest goes to our partners and it goes also to our wallet, because we also need to sustain our business and monetize.
Sure.
This is the main difference.
That's awesome. And I know that you've talked about delegated donations. I think it was 3.33%, something like that.
Exactly.
Is that something? I remember it's Green Fund. Or no, Save Fund. You got a green wallet. Green causes. Anything you'd like to add about that at all?
No, I mean, the delegated donation means that you don't have to donate. It's like automatically donated to the wallet, and then of course you can choose to which brand or green cause or project, sustainable project we should like give the tokens that we're gonna of course convert into something that our partners accept, right? So we will not give to them the Mirai tokens or the Nala tokens. We're gonna convert the Mirai tokens from the Save Fund wallet into like a stable coin, and that we're gonna give this to our providers essentially.
That's awesome. One thing I'm particularly excited about is the gamification aspect of it. Right on the website it lists that the more tokens the user holds, the more stickers the user collects. Holders enter a ranking of future heroes. Future heroes is exciting to me. Can you talk a little bit about future heroes and the referral program?
Yeah, I mean, I love the gamification part that we came up with, because honestly, everything at the beginning was ideated and conceptualized to making sure that basically ecology and sustainability turns out to be cool again. Because right now, again, sustainability is not cool. The green market is not cool. It's not appealing. So if you build a system with Gamify and DeFi that match together, well, people are going to be super excited to do stuff for the planet and for the earth, because they have the right incentives, monetary incentives, but also the right community incentives, because they can be engaged and interact with people in a platform that has also a positive aim, right? So that's why we define us as a eco cool company, because it's like we match e-commerce, eco-sustainability, but we are also cool, in the way we do it. Now, the future heroes is something that we decided to come up with when it comes to rewarding as a title, like our like our early adopters, or the people that basically do a lot of stuff inside our e-commerce platform. So we came up with these terms like hero, because actually, is a fun thing, right? So you become a hero for us. You become a hero because you do stuff for the world, so you are a hero. And the referral program is going to be simply like a reward program that is going to provide users that complete actions of word of mouth or activity inside our e-commerce platform that drives other users. Well, we're gonna provide them with the additional rewards in tokens that we have in our reward pool that we're gonna give to our special fans of the project.
That's awesome. I know you already touched on e-commerce, NFTs. Obviously, the NFT space is booming right now, and it's going to be around for much longer than I think some people realize. But with e-commerce, I know you can't talk about everything. You still got partnerships going on. What can we expect as far as an e-commerce type platform in the beginning?
So, first of all, at the beginning, the e-commerce platform is going to be, it's going to have like a couple of features that are locked, because of course first we're gonna drop our MVP with limited features, then we're gonna drop our gamification features, and then in November we're gonna drop our shopping features, okay, step by step. But when it comes to shopping features, well, you're going to be able to first of all at the beginning shop any product that you're gonna see inside our e-commerce platform, but the good thing is that you're going to be able to shop it in a different way. First of all, because you can you can use crypto to actually pay for the products. And second of all, because the products that you actually buy are also, classified as NFTs. And that's the great innovation that we're doing right now, because it's gonna also evolve it's gonna evolve also in Q1 of 2022. Well, basically, when you buy a product, a physical product that can be like a fashion related or any segment that you can come up with, well, you are buying the NFT of that product. Okay, so you are basically receiving this right to then receive the physical product to your house or to your door. So at that point, you can decide to keep your digital representation of the physical product that you bought, or to basically say, yes, I want to receive also the physical product. So you have these two choices. So if you decide to receive the physical product, at that point we burn the digital representation of that product. But if you decide to not receive the physical product, you can keep the digital representation, so the NFT, and then when you want, you can resell it to other users. And so at that point, you become a reseller directly inside our e-commerce platform. You can put it like a higher price, you can play with the economics or whatever you want. At that point, it's your choice, okay? The cool part here that is going to evolve is called decentralized dropshipping, because at that point, what we are going to introduce in Q1 2022 is this concept where basically you can buy a bunch of NFTs of products from our brand partners. So you can buy, for example, 500 NFTs, 500 digital representation, of course at a higher discount. So basically, instead of buying an NFT for 10 USDC, you're going to buy 500 NFTs for a total of 20 USDC, okay? At that point, what you're gonna do, you can resell them immediately inside our e-commerce platform, and you can drive traffic to your products, because at that point they're going to be your products, and at that point you're going to become a drop shipper, because you don't have the product, okay, the physical product. You are not going to basically have an inventory. You're just going to have this digital representation. People are going to buy that, and then they're going to receive a physical product through us, because we are going to take care of the shipping, we're going to take care about anything. So you as an individual, you just made money, you just get a return by leveraging our NFT protocol based on the physical products. You becoming a drop shipper, and you accelerate the adoption of sustainable products in a cool way.
So to make it clear, so we wouldn't have an actual item here. Like say, if, for example, I'm a drop shipper, I wouldn't have a closet full of things to send out to somebody physically, but I would hold those things digitally, and I just make them known to people who want to purchase them.
Exactly. Then eventually they're going to purchase your digital representation, and once they purchase that, they also are purchasing the right to receive the physical product. So at that point, everyone is happy, because you made a source of income, and they receive the products that they want.
That's awesome. And obviously, I know you are on, right now anyways, on the other side of the world from me. Is that something that'll be more centralized to start off with?
Yeah, so at the beginning it's going to be more centralized, because we are not going to be from day one autonomous, and there is not going to be from day one like the autonomous organization and governance that we want to achieve in the next 30-65 days. So more centralized, but week after week, month after month, the goal is to become actually autonomous. And at that point, once we have a lot of traffic and individuals that use our platform, well, they are going to take care of basically selling, and we are not to be a seller anymore. We're just going to be a platform where other people sell the products of brand partners, etc., through this NFT protocol, etc.
That's awesome. As far as physical products, will those ship all over the world, or would that be?
The first month and a half of shopping experience is gonna be basically based in Europe, but then immediately after we're gonna also initiate our international experience when it comes to shopping too. So shipping is gonna be also like international. Also depends from the brands that we're gonna partner with, because some sustainable brands in Europe don't ship right now all around the world, and vice versa. Like some US companies, sustainable companies, they don't ship to Europe. So it's a little bit tricky, but yeah, we're going to figure out a proper way to actually do that.
I'm really excited about what you're doing here. Is there anything else? I mean, like I said, you and I have talked. I've been part of some of your AMAs. Excuse me. Obviously, we've talked about a lot here that might be heavy information, but I like to introduce people to things that I think are cool, that I'm excited about and have the potential. And I also like, my favorite thing that you've done is you don't want to overpromise and underdeliver. You want to underpromise, have a game plan, but have something delivered right off the bat. Now, you'll scale that up from the beginning, but you have something, and you already have a website that looks great. You already have things in place, and that's something that makes me happy. It should make anybody that's jumping into a project happy. But is there anything else that we haven't talked about that you want to add to somebody who, again, is new to Mirai Labs and to Save Future Coin?
Yeah, I mean, as I said, like during these past two months, like I just wanna, as a team, we just wanna treat this business as an experiment, because we want to remove some of the pressure that currently we have, because we are trying to do a super ambitious thing, right? When it comes to disrupting essentially the sustainable e-commerce industry, and not only that. So I just want to add that we are going to do our best to actually try to do something that is cool for humanity, for entrepreneurs, for brands, for any users. But yeah, I mean, it's an experiment because it's so disruptive that it's going to take time. So even if we are very confident that even if we don't see the metrics at the beginning, like Amazon did, you know, back in 30 years ago, well, we're gonna keep going it, because we are sure that, again, this is like future driven. So it's gonna take time to actually see a lot of consumers actually using it, right? But I mean, the good thing is actually trying to do something that is amazing, is exciting, you know. So we don't care about that. We just care about doing some amazing stuff.
Why does this mean so much to you?
I'm a purpose-driven entrepreneur, so it means to me a lot, because during my entrepreneurial life, but also like for the next years, I wanted to do things that basically are not common, and they are extraordinary, and they can add so much value to humanity, okay? And I wanted to basically do things that can, with a vision that basically all the things that I'm doing are going to impact at least like 1 million people in all the industries that I touch. So I'm very passionate about this project, because I have the opportunity to actually doing something, again, like this out of the ordinary, and that can basically at least reach 1 million people when it comes to this industry that we are touching right now, that is the crypto and e-commerce industry. So that's why I'm very passionate about. And of course, the ultimate vision is the one that I said, right? So in 20 years, we want to become like the top of the market when it comes to sustainability and e-commerce. But again, as a team, we are not relying on that vision. Like, we don't put our happiness on the vision, because when you put your happiness on the vision, sometimes you don't achieve the vision, so you become unhappy. So our happiness right now is on the why we are doing that, because every day we are happy to do that, because we have a purpose and we know why we are doing stuff. Why we're doing some crazy work every day. Because that's our happiness, the purpose. The vision is the success of the company. So if we achieve the vision, we're going to be successful. but we can also be unhappy, not happy when we are successful, because at that point we're gonna be okay. Now what we're gonna do, So this is just I don't know if it makes sense what I said, but
Yeah, absolutely. So for those who missed the pre-sale, I guess that would have been considered the beginning of quarter 3.
Exactly.
Yeah. So when is the next opportunity for somebody to jump in?
So from the 1st of October, we're gonna start basically like transitioning to our public token, and essentially you're going to be able to obtain this token initially on PancakeSwap, of course, then on our proprietary exchange that is bbpong.com, that is going to be rebranded, and eventually also inside our own e-commerce platform that is going to be the Mirai Swap and DeFi protocol. But at the beginning, yes, it's going to be PancakeSwap and then bbpong.com rebranded. And this thing also, like, we're gonna once we launch our public token, it's gonna be fun because we're gonna launch our referral program and reward program, so people can jump on this opportunity because they're going to get even more rewards in our tokens, etc. once they decide to commit to our project and become ambassadors. So yeah,
that's awesome. All right, and so October 1st, we can have more people join, and then you said in November is the launch of the website.
So the 18th of September, we're gonna launch our e-commerce platform officially with some new features that we built. October, we're gonna launch our referral program inside our e-commerce platform and a leaderboard and other gamification features. November, we're gonna launch our shopping feature. So November is going to be more like an official launch of our e-commerce platform.
Yeah, I mean, hey, I'm excited. I think this is awesome. I think it's a great project. Obviously, you rope me in with those Japanese and Korean words. And just by the way you carry yourself, man, like I said, you seem like a decent person to me. I like to align myself with people that I feel like I can trust, don't seem so far removed from the community that they're trying to build.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
Yeah, and I think this is going to be the first of many. I think this is going well. I think we get along well. We communicate well. Definitely like to have you back at any time.
Yeah, thank you, guys. Super great to have a moment to speak about my life and my project. So yeah, I guess we're gonna see you again. We're gonna see each other again on this podcast because I love it and I wanna talk. I wanna speak. And yeah, great. Thank you. Ciao, guys.
Hey, thanks again for stopping by. What a great interview. If you are still listening to this podcast, you have made it to the end of the longest Moon Vibes episode ever. What do you think about Mr. Homocryptus? Let me know. Send me a message. Hit me up. Lots of things coming your way from Mirai Labs and Homocryptus in the near future. Very cool. Well, thanks again, guys, for tuning in. As always, I appreciate your support. You have a good rest of your Friday. And as always, I will talk to you tomorrow.
Thanks for listening to Moon Vibes. If you enjoyed this episode and you'd like to help support the podcast, please share it with others. Post about it on social media. Visit our sponsor and affiliate links in the description, or leave a rating and review. Be sure to follow your host on Twitter at CryptoKyleMQT. Thanks again, and we'll see you next time.